Bradleys are the Southwest's leading independent estate agents, with 33 offices covering Cornwall, Devon and Somerset.
Tredis House is a Grade 2 listed property set in about 4 acres of grounds in the little hamlet of Tredis near Torpoint. And more importantly, it's on the Rame Peninsula, a quieter, almost forgotten area of Cornwall. And although you wind down country lanes to get here, it's far from isolated. You have miles of golden sand of Whitsand Bay nearby. You can nip across to Plymouth over the Tamar or Torpoint ferry. And because you're just 2 miles from St Germans Station on the main line to London Paddington, 3 out of the 13 people that live in the hamlet actually work in London. The property also comes with a 2-bedroom barn which has its own parking area. It has full residential use, so you could sell it separately, long let it or holiday let it. And when you first arrive here and park up, you would imagine that the house is up here somewhere, but you actually meander through the trees and open up into this most beautiful courtyard. So the current owners created the parking area and this access because the grander entrance originally would have been accessed by foot or horse and cart. And as we go through the house, you'll see where that is. But if you weren't letting out the barn, you could also park here and then you just go straight through into the house down these steps. So you enter the house via the utility room, and there's another little door here that leads out to a courtyard, and that is the entrance where the postman delivers, where you have your deliveries. And if you're coming back from the shops yourself, you can pull the car up, unload your shopping and then park up. In here you also have a pantry and a larder, and then you go through to the kitchen. So in here you have 2 windows overlooking the garden, granite work surfaces. I love the little prep sink in the corner in addition to the main sink. And then a couple of little steps leads up to the breakfast room, and from there you can open up the double doors and go straight out onto the patio. There's a huge table out there, and on a clear day you can see all the way to Port Wrinkle. Just off here you have the snug. In there's a big wood burning stove. Lovely and cosy, perfect place to relax in the winter. And behind there you have the study, which actually used to be the old toll house. And outside the barn you can see where the toll gate went across. There's little triangles cut into the wall where they lit the candles to light up the gate. And although there is a staircase on this side of the house, we're going to make our way through to the staircase on the other side. So although it's a very grand, formal dining room, it's actually used all the time by the current owners because it's so close to the kitchen. It's nice that you can hear all the conversations going on in the dining room, but if you're having a culinary disaster, close the door. A couple of steps leads up to the gym, would also make an ideal home office or maybe a library. There's a downstairs toilet. There's also a little cupboard which, if you're small enough, you can pop through and end up into the hallway, the granddaughter's favourite place in the house. In here you have 3 windows overlooking the lawn and the beautiful countryside beyond. As I said before, you can even see all the way to Port Wrinkle. There are recessed bookshelves in here that are lit up, and then at the end you have that huge open fireplace. And before we go up to the bedrooms, you'll see where the main entrance is to the house. And although it's very impressive, it really does make more sense on a day-to-day basis to use the entrance that we came in. So there are 5 bedrooms in total, and as you've seen from the footprint downstairs, there's certainly no shortage of space in any of the rooms. This one behind me could be your master bedroom. Just imagine waking up in that beautiful room with that view all the way down the valley and looking out towards the sea. And in there you have the most incredible ensuite bathroom with a roll-top bath right in the middle of the room, space for freestanding furniture, and it's beautifully finished. Then you have a shower room here with feature stripy tiles, And then as we go round the corner, we'll reach the room that the current owners are using as the master bedroom. So in here you have exposed beams, that vaulted ceiling, and not one but two windows overlooking that incredible view. Although it's not en suite, the bathroom is just across the hallway here. And if you didn't want to be relaxing in the bath, don't forget you also have the shower room here. A few steps down and to the right, you have a bedroom that overlooks the little courtyard at the front. And in there behind the wardrobe is where you used to be able to go straight through to the barn. I guess you could open that back up if you wanted to. Before we head back downstairs, there are two further bedrooms, one with a rather unusual curved ceiling, and then a couple of steps down from there leads to a shower room. Lastly, we have the twin room, and although we've gone through the other bedroom to get there, you don't have to because there's a staircase straight up from the snug. And the nice thing about this house is you come from the kitchen, up this staircase, down the other one, and you end up back in the kitchen. And from there, we'll go straight out the double doors to the garden. From the patio just off the breakfast room, there are a few more steps up to where you have that huge monkey puzzle tree. And there you go through the pergola to the Japanese garden. In the Japanese garden, it's completely sheltered and you have views over the valley. And you can take the bridge across to the pagoda. There are fish in the pond, a few tadpoles as well. And from there you can make your way up to the top lawn. The top lawn is a great area for children to play. Above there you also have the field. There's an agreement with the local farmer and the sheep graze the field, so you don't even need to cut it. You could put stables in there, perhaps have a small holding. And then you come through to an area where you have the sloped lawn, the G&T bench. There are some little steps down the side. You can keep chickens at the bottom. There's space in there for about 30. Then there is a path through to the workshop, which is behind the garages, which is where we first started. And we haven't even got to the barn yet. It has good rental history as it's been holiday let for 10 years. And you can see inside the door that joins the main house. It has a vaulted ceiling, a mezzanine area for storage, double doors out onto a courtyard and a little window above where the owls used to come in. Another set of double doors onto a balcony, some feature lighting above the kitchen, and it's so light thanks to the Velux windows, and it has a wood-burning stove. One of the bedrooms is on this floor. It has a king-size bed, yet another lovely view over the fields, and it's en suite with a walk-in shower and feature mosaic tiles. And then downstairs, passing another feature window on your way, there's a utility area with another sink, storage under the stairs. The bathroom has a really deep freestanding bath and a separate walk-in shower. The master bedroom has a king-size bed that can be split into two, and by separate negotiation you could retain all of the furniture. There are double doors out to a courtyard on the quiet country lane, and you hardly ever see any cars passing. There's also an orchard with apple, pear and plum trees, and behind that the wilder part of the garden with yet another pond and a circular path going round. And with a stream trickling into the pond, it's so relaxing and a lovely place to sit. But at the top of the sloped lawn here, with the G&T bench, this is arguably the best place to sit in the evening. And just look at that incredible view.
If you are thinking of selling a property and want to find out how to reach more of the right people across the globe whilst only bringing qualified buyers through your door, then please visit our website and navigate to our presenter-led property video page to see the future of property marketing in action today.